speaking on behalf of Dennis Apple and the Catholic worker at Vandenberg. I thought I'd, just for a little variety, maybe start backwards. Megan Rice is here in the room. Megan, would you just stand up? She's the next person up for a trial with Louis Vitale, who we did a little presente. Thank you, Megan. And coming up on the 15th of July, McGregor Eddie and Dennis Apple and others. McGregor, would you on this side? So the resistance is continuing, and these people made it here today, and so we've got, so I started with the resistance first, maybe make sure I get through that. And at the same time, the effort right now is for the previous base commander tried to agitate our agitation by fussing with our vigils out there, and would ticket people who have been in bars who did not cross our green line. So there's been some court battles back and forth that has been brought to the brink, and we haven't been really charged up until brought to court until recently, and we'll see how this works out come July 15th with McGregor and Dennis's case. Then I just wanted to now, just environmentally, I think it's very important, so I wanted to just give you a picture, if you could, the area of the coast of California. This is where the coast takes a sharp turn, going south above the Channel Islands. Blue waters hitting either a cliff or a sandy beach. It's a beautiful area. It's Vandenberg Air Force Base, however, has taken a 99-mile perimeter. It's the third largest Air Force base. This was home to the Chumash Indians for 13,000 years before the arrival of the Europeans. And it's quite beautiful, as you can imagine. And the problem with it being a launch, Vandenberg being a launch facility, is that rocket fuel, I guess, has a lot of aluminum perchlorate, and that's dusting the entire area. There's, I think a safe standard for us is something like 4 to 6 parts per billion. The waters on Vandenberg Air Force Base are 517 parts per billion. So you can imagine this beautiful area that highly contaminated. Nothing new to so many people in the room. So let me just talk a little bit more about the base and the problem with that we are trying to struggle with, both in the Pacific Life community as well as the activists in the local area of generally Santa Barbara, Vandenberg area, is the Kwajalein Island is a sort of a target out in 4,200 miles away, and this corridor is testing grounds for missiles. So this is all the delivery system of our nukes. And the effort is to bring to mind, obviously, this environmental catastrophe. The waste, each shot is somewhere between $50 million and $100 million. Gee, what we could do with even half of one of those millions in this room here. And at the same time, this is just in many of the tests, even though they're successful in launching a depleted uranium head, nuclear warhead, to the island and dumping it in the lagoon there, they seem to be fascinated with the holdover for the Strategic Defense Initiative, in that they're trying to send something from either Greeley, Vandenberg, or Kwajalein, like trying to hit a fly in the middle of this room with a BB gun, is the effort that's just taking tons and tons of money. We have vigils once a month, and McGregor, who I've already mentioned, has in October helps to rally the Safe Space for Peace Week. As well, the effort is an ongoing one, because the satellites are controlled and integrated at, this is where the satellites are launched, because it has a polar orbit. I think I've only got 30 seconds to tell you something very detailed, so I'm going to just sort of skirt it. It's a polar orbit from Vandenberg as opposed to an equatorial orbit, so this is how many satellites get launched, but also the coordination of the satellites and the integration, which controls a lot of the warfare that we've been talking about. So thanks for your patience.